So for your senior project, we want you to think about the fact that all this year you have grown a lot and that you have been faced with a lot of challenges, again and again, mathematically and other challenges. And we hope that you have learned throughout all of this to say to yourself, you can do this. And think about all of the times that you came back and retook a quiz, redid a homework, what you needed to do to master a topic. So when we're assigning this to you, we're hoping that you really are doing some honest reflection about how you learn, who you are as a learner, what are your strengths as a learner and otherwise too, and also do a little math. And really the question is, where will your ability to learn take you? How would you like that to look? In the past, you've been taking the same classes basically as everyone else in your grade. And now this is going to be different as you move forward. What is it you would like to learn? How do you want your brain to develop? And also consider how unique you are. You're not like everyone else at all. If we had given you a final exam, we would all be kind of forcing you to do the same task. And we're not asking you to do this now. We're asking you to sort of assess what your skills are, what your skills are, and how you understand your learning. So there will be 3 phases to this. And we'll talk about phase 1. Everyone will do phase 1. And you will do a graphic organizer. And it's found right here. I'll just open this up. You will need to print this out if possible. And if it's not possible, you're just going to need to copy this down. But down at the bottom of this document are topics that we have done. And you're going to pick 3 of these topics. You don't have to remember everything. You can certainly look up things that maybe you've forgotten. You might need to refresh your memory. But for each of those 3 topics, you're going to fill in this table. And you're going to name your topic. You're going to give 2 examples. And I kind of want to be doing a little bit of comparing and contrasting. So for example, if you were doing quadratic equations, there were 3 different ways to solve a quadratic equation. So you might want to give an example about factoring. You might want to do completing the square, and you might want to give an example of when you solved an equation by using the quadratic formula. And then in this next column, just write out what are the steps, right? I know you can do it, but also kind of articulate for me. What is it that you need to do? And then you need to give some sort of an application. It does not have to be a real world application. For quadratic equations, you could be looking for the x-intercepts. That's one thing we did. We looked for x-intercepts when we were graphing a quadratic function. So anyway, you will pick 3 topics. You will fill this form out, and then you will make a PDF of it. Maybe have an app on your phone. I've given you some examples. And then you will need to get that PDF onto your computer so you can return it to me. And that's something else. Okay, so that is stage 1. Everyone does stage 1. Stage 2 is where you diverge. So perhaps you want to pick one of those topics from stage 1, or 3 of those, your 3 topics, and you want to make a TikTok for each one. And if you're going to do the TikTok, come on, computer. If you're going to do the TikTok, you need to click where it says right here, or you can do a 5-minute instructional video, or you can do, I'll come to that later. So whatever you choose to do, you need to submit a rough draft by Friday, June 5th. And I will give feedback to you. Maybe that'll be great. Maybe you'll have done everything you needed to do, at which point I will say you're good to go. So you will do that. And then if you get feedback from me, I'm going to give you some suggestions. And then your final attempt is going to be due by Friday, June 12th. Okay, so the dates that you need to be mindful of are next Friday. Everyone needs to have stage 1 due and submit it to me. The following Friday, stage 2. And Friday, June 12th, the finished project is due. and where you will go. So if you need information on this, okay, and I'm going to post this video also. All the information for this can be found on the Blackboard. And okay, right down at the bottom of this left-hand menu where it says Final Project Information, everything you need is right here. So for stage 1, if you want the document, you can click right where it says right here. In order to upload, you're going to click on this stage 1. You will have somehow gotten the PDF onto your computer, and then you're going to select it right wherever it is. If you want to know the TikTok, okay, so now let's look at this TikTok option and rubrics. Okay, so you're going to do a TikTok video, 3 TikTok videos, and also a written reflection. 100-word is about a paragraph, a good-sized paragraph, and talk about, you know, what you know about that. So again, it's a little bit of reflection. And here is the rubric for that. And if you also want to read about the educational video options, that is also posted as a Word document. So you can open that up. It's going to slow. Well, you can come back and do that. Okay, so email me if you have any questions on this.